Well, we're at the end of the fur season. We've got our coyotes put up, our bobcats put up. We are going to the sale here in a day. We're gonna see what the coyotes are gonna do and what the bobcats are supposed to be okay this year. I've seen sale results saying somewhere around $4 or $4.50 on average. There was a sale in Fallon. The high cat was somewhere around $1,600. So anyways, we're gonna get these sold. I'm gonna do a full video for you guys on my results. Well, we got them all loaded up, ready to head out the door. Okay, well, we made it back from our sale. I've got my results right here, hot off the press. I'll get into that in 1 second. Real quick, I want to make a few comments. So this sale, they asked me not to do any video, and they're kind of concerned about anti-trapping. Totally understand, no big deal. So I just got a couple clips to show you of the sale itself. First off, I would like to thank the OTC. They put on these sales. There's one the first weekend of March in Prineville, Oregon, and then I believe it's a third weekend in March, or the last weekend in March. Go to their website, otc.com, I think, something like that. Go to their website. They'll give you the dates of the one in Klamath Falls, Oregon, towards the end of March. So for those of you who don't know how these fur sales work here with the OTC, we call five days ahead before the sale, reserve a spot, kind of give them an idea what kind of fur you're bringing, and then we fill out these forms, go in the day of the sale, the morning of the sale, turn in this form to the people who are in charge there. They go and print it out. You just kind of stand around. They call your name, and then you go out, bring your fur inside, hand over your fur to them, sign your life away, and basically that's it. That's all you have to do on your part. On the form, there's an asking price, kind of a reserve. If you don't want to sell for anything under that, then you can make the decision at the end of the sale. So the buyers will go through the tables. It's a silent auction. They go through all the stuff that they're going to bid on. They turn it in near the end of the day. Usually it's in the early evening, something like that. They finally get the results out to you, and that's it. You make your decision. If it has met your asking price, it's automatically sold. You don't even have to worry about it. If it hasn't met your asking price, then you can make the decision on whether you want to sell, or you can just do a no sale. You pay a small fee, and that's it. So the OTC does take a well-deserved commission out. They take a percentage out of what your fur sells for. That pays for the building rental, all the stuff. The guys down there and gals are volunteer. So excellent program. I really appreciate the guys at the OTC, gals, and us trappers appreciate your time. We appreciate the fact that you're coming in there and doing this. So that being said, that's kind of how the sale works. At this sale, I did run into quite a few viewers, and I greatly appreciate those people that come up and say, hey, we watch your channel. This is our, this is where we're at, just kind of visiting with people and meeting people. I do appreciate that. It's very encouraging for me. YouTube doesn't pay us hardly anything. I do get some payment from them, but it's not near as much as what somebody would think. So I appreciate those guys. It encourages me to go out and make more videos. This is an educational channel, and it's just my point of view on how we do some of the, how I trap some of these animals. There's a million ways to do it. Everybody's way is, there's nothing wrong with different points of view and all that, different techniques, different tools, different sets, all that kind of stuff. I love hearing everybody's different take on everything. So, okay, that being said, let me give you the sale results, the averages, and just a quick rundown of the sale results that one of the OTA members posted. I'll give you some averages. Okay, so starting with alphabetical order, it looks like badgers. Badgers sold for $17.93 on average. Our beavers sold for $30.13 on average. And the bobcats, so there you can see that there's three different items of bobcats. So out-of-state bobcats went for $433.75 is the high. Oh no, the average. $661.16 was the high. Eastern bobcats. So eastern western. Let me talk about that real quick. You hear me say that we only get 5 cat tags for eastern Oregon. So our state's divided by the Cascade Mountains. The west side has a whole different quality of bobcats than the east side. East side is in that higher group. The west side, they have, I believe, don't hold me to this, but I believe it's an unlimited amount of cats. I believe you can just keep buying more cards. I think there's 10 per card. You fill that card, then you buy another card, or maybe you buy them at the beginning. I've never trapped the west side, but the east side we only get 5 tags. So that's going to be the big difference. The total different color of cats, different bellies, different everything. Two different cats for sure. So the bobcat eastern, the average was $380.21. And the high was $12.88. You seen the deal earlier, Fallon had a $1,600 high cat. I've seen several sales that they've been well over $1,000. So bobcats are okay there. This was the big one, was the bobcat western. The Western Oregon bobcats, their quality, you know, they get what they get, but the quality over there is way different. And usually their average will be somewhere, you know, $50 to $70, $80, you know, at this sale. And this year, you can see the average was $121. The high cat for a Western cat was awesome. It was $377.16. Our beaver caster was lower than what I expected, $26.52 per pound. Coyotes, you can see that on there, $19.37 was the average, $43.23 was the high. Deer antlers, these are mule deer mostly, or blacktail we have on the west side. At least that's what I could see from walking around looking. Deer antlers, $11.55 per pound. Elk antlers, we have Roosevelt elk on the west side of Oregon. We have Rocky Mountain elk on the east side, so it's kind of a mixture. Elk antlers were $14.66 a pound. Ermine, the only ones I seen were tanned, and they were $11.17 each. Gray fox, $12.41. Red fox, $13.20. Martin, $31.11. Okay, let's go to mink. Mink were way low at $5.15 each on average. Muskrats, I think we've been selling muskrats for this price for the last 100 and some odd years. They've never gone up too much, except that one time that I remembered we were getting $12 a piece. So anyways, $2.61 average for muskrat. Nutria, which we have on the west side of Oregon, not on the east side that I'm aware of, and they were $2.17. River otters, $63.91 average. Opossum were $2.20 average. Raccoons, $4.41 average. Skunk, $21 average. I know there was very, 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 very little skunk offered, and so I'm not sure what that was. That looks like a really good average, $21. So that being said, that was our sale average, and I'll get into my averages. So I took 103 coyotes, 2 of them were jacks, and the rest were mine. The rest of my coyotes I'm tanning this year, sending off to be tanned. So if you guys are interested in picking any of those up, buying those, I'm gonna go ahead and sell them. I've got about, what, 25 or 30 that I'm gonna tan. I'll have available. I'll make an announcement on that. You guys can kind of drop a comment and I'll get you a way to get a hold of me. Jeff Settles, I'm holding out a couple for you already. So, okay, let's get into these averages for me. So my average on Eastern Bobcats was $422, slightly above sale average. I had all my cats were above average except one. My low cat was a female and it was a 317, and my high cat was 675.23. So Western Cats bought all of my bobcats, and I greatly appreciate them. They seem like pretty fair prices to me. I appreciate you guys coming out to our sale and buying those. I had one river otter that I had, and it went for $64.69. So I was slightly above average there on that. I didn't see a whole lot of river otters there, to be honest. And then coyotes. The rest of everything was coyotes. My average coyotes were $23 average, $22.97 or something. $23 average. I did have the top lot coyote there, with $43.23, which is not a real high selling coyote, but it just happened to be the top lot at this sale. There wasn't a whole lot of coyotes offered besides what I took in. So overall, the sale was a success for me. I did end up above average on actually everything I sold. So that was good for me. I'll say that there's some people at these sales, when these bobcats show up, you just drool, because they do an absolute amazing job at their fur handling. And if there's one area that I could improve on, it is my fur handling area. Usually, you know, I'm so hurried, by the time I'm done skinning 6 or 8 or 10 coyotes and a bobcat or 2 here and there a night, I just put them on the board and get them dried to where they're ready to sell. I'm still trapping when the sale hits here, so I don't have a bunch of time to be going through my fur and beautifying it. And that's an area that I'm going to try to work on next year, next season, for the rest of my trapping career. That will be an area that I will have to work on to try to get nicer looking cats. So my cats probably would have brought a little more money if I would have done a better job handling them. As far as beautifying, making them look nice and really tumbling them, combing them out, whatever steps you need to take to make these cats look beautiful. I was amazed at some of those bobcats. There's lots of guys out there that do a really good job. A couple local guys here that do an excellent job. Troy Waite's one of them. Great bobcats. I'm gonna try to get either Troy or another gentleman named John. I'm gonna try to get them on the channel next season to show us how to make these bobcats look like they do, because I'm telling you guys, whether or not you get too much more money or not, I don't know. Fur buyers know what to look for as far as fur, and so the ones that are put up, though, they just look amazing. And so that's one area I'm definitely going to work on. Starting now, I am going out tomorrow morning. I'm going to set up my spring beaver trap line, so I'll have a few videos there. I know I've promised bobcat videos, and I actually made the video and I uploaded it to YouTube. It didn't upload. I deleted the video. I had over 8 hours into just making this video and about 3 days to upload it to YouTube. So I'm still going to get that video on there. Stick around, we'll have some video or some beaver trapping videos. I'm just going to do a cool trap line, mostly snares, in the boat, and camping out. So stick around for that. That should be a good time. Other than that, again, thanks to all the people that came up and introduced themselves. Hey, we watch your videos. And that's, like I said, very encouraging to me. Also, thank you to everybody at the OTC and OTA. You guys are volunteering, and I do appreciate your time. And I know every other trapper out there appreciates your time. So that being said, guys, thanks for watching, and stick around waiting for those, those beaver trapline videos. Those will be good. Thanks a lot.